So, you remember when I was working on my Jeep and explaining why the big neck on the main trailer has a standard size kingpin like a regular truck? This is why. So they built this so you can back a tractor under the big neck and move the main trailer without disconnecting that neck and putting the short neck on off the Jeep trailer. So the fifth wheel height on the Jeep is the same as a regular truck. So what I'm doing is I got to back this trailer out on the asphalt, pull forward, back it in, and I've already turned the Jeep around down there. Then I'll have to go get the Jeep, back under it, disconnect the neck, and go get the excavator, which is down there along the river. So this is the first time I've had to do this, but that guy in the house down there is being kind of a pain. We came in here and unloaded on the grass, and he said, "You got to get off the grass now." And I'm like, "Why?" And he says, "You got to park it on the road." Well, the canal has an easement down the road, but he does own the grass. And I'm like, what difference does it make if it sits here for 5 minutes or 5 hours? "Well, you're damaging my grass." I'm like, come on, dude. And this is the way we've always done it before. We brought the 9 in, unloaded on the grass, walked up, and went in. So Matt built him a new right-of-way. The old one goes down to the end of the lane, goes around the back of his house and in, and that's been the access to this canal for 100 years. But he wants them out of there, so we're gonna go down behind the Jeep and go in this gravel road and over to this house here and then straight back in. And he's supposed to get a legal description. Matt did it for him, and now he doesn't want to do it. He just wants to give him written permission. He went and talked to an attorney, and it's like, okay, you're trying to screw him out of their right of way, which he can't really do. But the canal's not gonna accept it till they get a legal document with their signatures on it, releasing the old right of way and taking over the new one. So Sunday morning, I'm down here to get the 336 and get out of here. They turned the water up in the river to 2,000. Well, it raised the water here through Blackfoot to 2,000 CFS, which was about double what it was running the other day when I was working in the river. So there's nothing more I can do in the river when it's running that much water. It's just too much. So load up and get out of here. God damn it. So see, this is what happens when some asshole won't let you turn around. Son of a bitch. So I tried backing this thing out around that sharp corner on the asphalt. Broke the stinger lock off again. Son of a bitch. I hate this guy. So I just drove the damn thing down there, up around his grass, clear up there, and turned it around. Jesus. I'm getting tired of this. To kick somebody's ass. Woo. Okay, let's hope that stays there, huh? I'm out of here. It's Sunday. I'm beat. I gotta put the cardboard on the window or I'll break a window. Okay, cardboard is secured. Forgot the flags. Put the flags on. So their stupid pump, the other one won't take a card. I have a card for them. It wouldn't take it in this side, so I had to use my credit card. I got a lousy 46 gallons of fuel before it cut me off. Stupid. So Matt's gotta take a shock tower off that old truck out there and put it on this one. You can see it went flat and it leaked oil out of it. So he's gonna move the V12 over there out of the way and put that one, the Cummins one, over there to work on it. But the Detroit has the left final drive out of it. It's got, he drained oil and he got teeth out of it, so you're gonna have to do a final drive in that one. Anyway, they got a job. They got to clean up a rock bomb, so they're gonna need these trucks. Gonna need one of them anyway. So I've been working on the lowboy, and I've been building this up because it's way short. Anyway, I got it cleaned off, and once I get that built up enough, it's missing probably a good 3/8 or maybe even half an inch of material. But we want to be able to get it welded in, clear in here. Now the only way to really do this right is get it set on there and get it set up, and then we have to tack it down good here so it don't pull up. But if you were to pull this pin and separate the stinger off of it, you could get under there and weld it, but we ain't gonna do that. So originally it had a piece, some deals that came up like that and went in here, and then came down this top flat bar, and then a cover over it to give it some more strength. So we're either going to do that, or we're going to put a big gusset in here and then a couple on the sides to really make it strong, so we don't have this problem again. But I'm still pissed at that dude because he's sure cost me a lot of time and money. Anyway, I made a boo-boo with the plasma gun when I was putting the gouging tool in, and I forgot to put the electrode in, and it destroyed the barrel. It's over in my pickup. Anyway, it arced it all out, and then the head inside is a brass piece with an air line on it, and then the power. And to just buy that little brass piece in there because it burned up a plastic deal where the, oh, they call it a swirl thing. Anyway, it's another piece of plastic, seals up against that one, and it dicked that up, and you can't buy that separate. So that little piece of brass in there, it's about that long. I had to buy a new one, $569 for that little pot liquor. Anyway, so when you do gouging, you have the gouge nozzle, but you also have this electrode, and I forgot to put that electrode in there. So this head up in there is what I had to buy. Anyway, dumb trick. So I'm getting closer. This ear on this side's bent out. I got a lot of buildup there, but you can see where we gouged off the old brace. So it'd be nice to make something out, get some good material, make that. Actually, I probably need another, need quite a bit actually. So this isn't T1, the whole trailer's built out of T1, but I don't think this is, because it was a little bit bent up here, and I put it in the press and pressed it down straight, backed off, and it didn't rebound. So I know this is not T1 A514. This is just regular old low carbon steel, I think, because it bent so easy. I've got this done. Got this under there to give me some gapperoo. I've got plenty of gapperoo. Got that centered in there. Now I need to tack it good here on both sides. Yeah, if that don't hold it, nothing will. I got a doozy over there, ain't got near as big here. Just do that one over here. I don't want this moving. Nope. Then I'm gonna have to grind that, skinny wheel it, and then jackknife it, grind it flat. I'm not sure I want to do this. I may need to go get my jig. See, because I don't. I have to get in there with a grinder and open that up a little more. I think I will. You can't get a rod in there. Can't get a rod in there, you ain't gonna get it full pass. Furred. It's a Furred. I'm going to use a Furred disc. The Furred Motor Company. Come on, catch, you little bugger. What is this disc? Ye speak of.
I crank that welder to the nuts and burn that in there. Come on. So that's what I got. I wish I had a little more gapiosis there, but I don't. I could crank it up good and hot. I could burn it down through that. Okie dokie. So this is all welded on, and we've made this box thing. This is kind of what it had on it originally. So I'm pretty sure this is just low carbon steel because it was bent here, so I put it in the press. Generally with high tensile steel, you have to go way past where you want it to bend to stay, and this didn't. This just bent flat, and that was the end of it. But this is some leftover stuff that we had for the apron build on the Filthy Whore. So this is all T1 A514 high tensile steel, whatever. So Jake is coming down, and I guess I'll hold this in place and we'll tack it on, then lift this lid on and go on the inside, weld on the inside around to here, or maybe down into here, just to give it that extra strength so it can't come apart. But I'm not going to be turning around in Mr. Wiener's driveway again, or backing out of Mr. Wiener's driveway. He's going to provide us the ability to use that grass, and that's all there is to it. Because there's no other way to do it. None. Anyway, I'm going to leave it like this so he can run a bead down here. And then this will all get, you'll have a bead here, this all matched, and then one here. So, well, it's all fun and games till you bump it, Jeff, and mess it up. Good Lord. Okay. Like that. I think that's where it needs to be. And then I ground this out with an angle so you can get down in there deep on that. But that's basically what Murray had on it when I got the trailer. Only it wasn't near this wide. It was quite a bit skinnier. Actually, it seems to me like it kind of did like this. It tapered out. It was wider here and skinnier down here. You'll never see this unless I get my computer fixed, which is another deal I got to do. Dave has sent me the stuff to reload Windows 11. I'm not sure I want Windows 11 back. Hell with Windows 11. Okay, Jake's got her welded on. That kid can weld, can he? He knows how to weld. So I need to wire wheel this, clean it up, and get it painted. Probably need to jackknife it one way and the other so I can finish grinding the tack welds off. But anyway, that was all welded with our Abraham Lincoln welder. These welders were invented by Abraham Lincoln back in, I think, 1861. Anyway, these are the welders that won the Civil War. They welded those Johnny Rebs to the ground, I tell you what. This welder went through the Teton Dam flood, 1977. Anyway, I cleaned it up, but there used to be a water line way up here. There's a big 400-pound huge transformer in that thing. We never even took it apart and cleaned it up after the water went away. We just turned it on and used it. It's been working ever since. I think my old man picked that up in the 60s. I was just a little kid. Can you believe that? 60s. Anyway, this new stuff, mostly chipboards and things you can damage, and I certainly learned that the hard way. I had to buy this torch head up in here. It's just a piece of brass $569 they screwed me for that. Jeez Louise, it's a $50 part, probably made in China. But they just screw you to the wall for that stuff. Anyway, they don't build anything like this anymore. At all. That is the best welder you're ever gonna find. You will own that forever. Well, hello there, Mr. Griffey. How you doing? So, Mr. Griffey's lump on his back was a hematoma. And we think that during 4th of July he got freaked out. He ran downstairs and he crammed himself under the bottom shelf of where I keep all my shirts. My Jpaydirt shirts and whatnot. And we think he rubbed his back real hard and made a hematoma. So Mr. Jpaydirt took him into the vet and they sucked all the blood and stuff out of it, and he still got kind of a lump. Vet says it'll go away. Might have a little bit of a lump from scar tissue, but he's going to be fine. So I got the trailer pulled out of here, and oh, there's that magnetic part of my coffee lid on my Yeti. So like an idiot, I had it sitting on the stinger and I thought, oh, don't forget to pick that up, Jeff, and I forgot. Anyway, smashed it. I smashed it. I ruined it. So I jackknifed this and ground off the welds and painted everything. So she's nice and pretty. Boy, that welding really pulled that up, didn't it? Really pulled that up. And then I shoved that up. And it won't go down. Uh-oh. Gonna have to make sure that goes down before I drive off. Break it off again. I'm at the griff. So we got a phone call this morning from the canal. A canal. Same one I was working on in the river before. They got an emergency, so Jake's went in to see what's going on. Looks like a check structure washing out or something. See what we got to do to fix that. So I need to finish cleaning up my junk and then wait for him to call and see if we're gonna take the backhoe in the dump truck or what we're doing. Jake's going on an emergency call for the canal. I got a check that tried to wash out because somebody left too many check boards in it.